Hi, my name is Praneel Kaul, and today I will give you an in-depth analysis of how a brushless DC motor works. The fundamentals of measuring with a multimeter and magnets. Whenever we talk about DC motors, there are mainly two types: brushless DC motors and brush DC motors. Brush DC motors have brushes that are connected to commutator bars which allow the current to flow into the winding. Brushless DC motors are made of permanent magnets with 3 electromagnets on the sides. When the magnet turns, electromagnets turn on and off, giving a bit of force to the magnet in the center, and it turns. In this case, I will be using 2 very strong and powerful neodymium magnets. If you don't believe that they're strong, take a look. It's very hard to separate them, and there's a very strong force of attraction between the two. Anyways, I will be using a supply voltage of around 100 to 240 volt AC, then turning it into an output voltage of around 24 volt DC. Electricity flows through this wire and into my contacts. Warning: these contacts and these wires right here are all live. Make sure you try not to touch them, else you will be zapped. Anyways, the contacts are connected to my 24 gauge enabled wire here. If you would have noticed, there's a button right here and a plastic bottle right here. Bottle cap, sorry. We'll come back to these later. First, the button. The button is simple. It simply turns the circuit on or off. In this case, it simply breaks the circuit. Here, I'll show you. Take a look at the LED light. You can clearly see that the LED light is not fluctuating. Therefore, there's still electricity flowing, just not through this area right here. Anyways, before we actually start, I want to measure some things with my nice little multimeter here. Now, I already told you that the output voltage was around 24 volt DC. I want to measure the voltage first. So let's go for around a range of 200. Anyways, let's just make sure that this is live. It clearly is. And I will short my 2 probes right here between this nail and this. I'm certain you will be able to hear some electrical hissing, some electrical sparks as well. Now, you may have noticed that I completely skipped what this thing was. Well, this is known as a spark gap, and I will be showing it to you in more detail tomorrow. For the basics, it's basically just 2 nails of different lengths connected to a piece of wire to my contacts. Anyways, if you couldn't see it, here's a better spark. Can you see?